In the silent, invisible war for control of the skies, two titans stand opposed. In one corner, the pinnacle of American air power, a machine engineered to be a ghost, a fifth-generation stealth fighter that is more flying computer than aircraft, a predator designed to see everything while being seen by nothing. In the other, the apex of Russian defense technology, a fortress of steel and silicon, an air defense system so powerful it is called a space defense system. A gatekeeper designed to create an impenetrable shield capable of reaching out and touching targets hundreds of kilometers away, from ballistic missiles in the upper atmosphere to the stealthiest aircraft ever built. This is the story of the ultimate duel, a story of what happens when the unstoppable force of the F-35 Lightning II meets the immovable object of the S-500 Prometheus. This is the battle that defines the future of air combat. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II is not just a fighter jet, it is a revolution. Its very shape is a weapon, a carefully sculpted symphony of angles and curves designed to deflect and absorb the prying eyes of enemy radar. Its radar cross-section, the measure of its visibility, is famously compared to that of a metal golf ball. To a legacy radar system, it is, for all intents and purposes, invisible. But its stealth is only the beginning of its lethality. The F-35 is a flying intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance platform. Its brain is the AESA radar, a powerful system that can simultaneously jam enemy electronics, act as a cyber warfare weapon, and map the ground in stunning detail, all while maintaining a low probability of being intercepted. This active electronically scanned array is the key, allowing the F-35 to perform multiple functions at once without the mechanical limitations of older radar dishes. It can track a dozen ground targets while simultaneously scanning the air for threats, a level of situational awareness that is simply unmatched. Slung under its nose is the Electro-Optical Targeting System, or EOTS, which provides passive infrared search and track capabilities. It allows the F-35 pilot to detect and identify targets from dozens of miles away without ever emitting a single radar wave. It sees the heat of an enemy engine, the friction of air over a missile's skin, all while remaining a ghost in the machine. And wrapped around it all is the 239 Barracuda, one of the most advanced electronic warfare suites ever created. It is the F-35's digital shield and sword. It can sense radar emissions from hundreds of miles away, instantly classifying the threat, and deploy a dazzling array of electronic countermeasures. It can blind and confuse enemy systems, making the F-35 appear as a flock of birds, a glitch in the system, or simply not there at all. This combination of stealth, sensor fusion, and electronic attack is what makes the F-35 the ultimate hunter. Far below, another hunter waits. The S-500 Prometheus is the crown jewel of Russia's integrated air defense network. It is not a single weapon, but a complex, multi-layered ecosystem of destruction. Its purpose is simple: to enforce an anti-access/area denial, or A2/AD bubble, a no-fly zone hundreds of kilometers wide where nothing flies without its permission. The S-500's eyes are a suite of advanced radars, each designed for a specific task. The 91N6A Big Bird acquisition radar can scan vast swathes of airspace, detecting high-altitude targets like ballistic missiles. But the true anti-stealth component is believed to be its low-frequency radars, like the 96L6 cheese board. These systems operate on longer wavelengths, which are theoretically better at detecting the presence of a stealth aircraft. They may not be able to get a precise weapons-grade lock, but they can tell the system that a ghost is in the house. This is the fundamental challenge for stealth. Physics dictates that lower-frequency radars are less affected by the shaping and materials that defeat higher-frequency fire-control radars. The S-500 leverages this, using its low-band sensors to provide an early warning cue. Once a potential threat is detected, the network comes alive. Data is passed to high-frequency engagement radars, like the 77T6, which are designed to provide a pinpoint, continuous track needed to guide a missile. The S-500's kill web is armed with a family of interceptors. Its 40N6M missile has a staggering range of 400 kilometers, capable of hitting targets at extreme altitudes. But its most advanced interceptors, the 77N6 series, are designed for the most difficult targets of all, hypersonic weapons and low observable aircraft, making their final attack run. The S-500 is a fortress, a digital Cerberus guarding the gates of a nation's airspace. The scenario, a flashpoint in Eastern Europe. A high-value target, a command and control bunker, is located deep inside a newly established S-500A2/AD bubble. To win the coming conflict, that bunker must be destroyed. The mission is assigned to the 495th Fighter Squadron, the Valkyries. Their task is not just to strike a target, but to perform the most dangerous mission in modern warfare: destruction of enemy air defenses, or DEAD. Two F-35As, call signs Viper 1 and Viper 2, are tasked with kicking down the door. Their payload is a deadly combination of standoff weaponry. Internally, they carry the GBU-53/B Stormbreaker, a small diameter bomb that can glide for over 40 miles and hit a moving target in any weather. But for the S-500 itself, they carry the weapon built for this exact moment: the AARGM-ER, the Advanced Anti-Radiation Guided Missile, Extended Range, or AARGM-ER. This is a radar killer, a missile designed to listen for the electronic emissions of an enemy air defense system and follow that beam directly to its source. As Viper 1 and 2 approach the border, they are a quarter of the speed of sound, at an altitude of 40,000 feet. They are cold, silent, and running dark. They are ghosts, about to knock on the door of the gatekeeper. 300 kilometers from the S-500 battery, the game begins. On the panoramic cockpit display in Viper 1, a new symbol flickers to life. The F-35's Barracuda EW system has detected the faint sweeping search of the S-500's low-frequency acquisition radar. The pilot, call sign Wraith, feels a chill run down his spine. They see him, or at least they see something. Inside the Russian command vehicle, an operator squints at his screen. He sees a flicker, a transient, ghost-like return that appears and vanishes. It's not enough for a lock. The system's computer flags it as an anomaly, but the commander knows what it means. A fifth-generation fighter is probing his defenses. He has a choice: activate his engagement radar and reveal his exact position, or wait, hoping the ghost makes a mistake. The commander is patient. He knows the American pilot wants him to transmit. He refuses to take the bait. Instead, he links his data with a neighboring S-400 battery, attempting to use their combined sensor picture to build a more stable track on the Phantom contact. It's a process called sensor fusion, and it's the S-500's best chance at turning a fleeting glimpse into a targetable solution. Wraith knows this too. He needs the S-500's engagement radar to light up. That is the only way for his AARGM-ER to find a home. The F-35s can't simply fly in and drop a bomb. The S-500's interceptors have too much range. They must slay the gatekeeper first. It's a deadly game of chicken played at Mach 1. Wraith makes his move. With a flick of a switch, Viper 2 releases a new kind of weapon. It's not a bomb or a missile. It's an ADM-160 MALD, a miniature air-launched decoy. The MALD drops from the F-35, sprouts wings, and its small jet engine ignites. But its real weapon is electronic. It begins broadcasting the radar signature of a much larger, non-stealthy aircraft, a B-52 bomber. On the Russian radar screen, the ghost disappears and is replaced by a massive, solid contact. A B-52 flying a perfect strike profile towards their position. It's a trap, and the Russian commander knows it might be, but he cannot take the risk. He gives the order: engage the primary target. Instantly, the S-500's powerful 77T6 engagement radar comes to life, locking onto the MALD decoy with a powerful focused beam of energy. In Wraith's cockpit, his console lights up like a Christmas tree. A bright red line appears on his display, pointing directly to the source of the signal. The gatekeeper has shown its face. Viper 1 Magnum. Wraith's voice is calm, but electric. He launches his AARGM-ER. The missile drops from the internal weapons bay, its rocket motor igniting with a furious roar. It has the scent. It screams towards the S-500 battery, following the radar beam back to its heart. The Russian crew has seconds to react. They know what a Magnum call means. They immediately shut down their engagement radar, trying to cut the beam that the AARGM-ER is riding. But it's too late. The missile's internal guidance system has already taken over, remembering the source's location. Simultaneously, the S-500 launches two of its own 77N6 interceptors at the decoy, destroying it in a flash of light. But the real threat is still incoming. The AARGM-ER, traveling at over twice the speed of sound, makes its terminal dive. The S-500 battery is a collection of vehicles, radars, command posts, launchers. The AARGM-ER slams into the most critical of them all, the 77T6 engagement radar vehicle. With the door kicked down, Wraith and his wingman are free to act. They descend, accelerating through the sound barrier. Their target is the S-500's launchers, now defenseless. Viper 1, Pickle. The Stormbreaker bombs are released, gliding silently towards their targets. The launchers, each holding millions of dollars worth of interceptor missiles, are obliterated in a series of precise, devastating explosions. But the battle is not over. The destruction of the primary radar has triggered a secondary protocol. A mobile, smaller engagement radar, hidden miles away, activates, attempting to acquire the F-35s. On Wraith's display, a new threat line appears. He banks hard, his F-35's systems automatically deploying a cloud of digital decoys, confusing the new radar. Viper 2, his wingman, already has the solution. He has a Stormbreaker in the air, retasked in mid-flight, gliding towards the new threat. The bomb's multi-mode seeker finds the hidden radar, and a second explosion rocks the landscape. The entire S-500 node has been systematically dismantled. As the two F-35s turn for home, leaving a scene of fiery destruction behind them, the message is clear. In the complex chess match of modern air combat, stealth is not about being invisible. It's about controlling information. It's about seeing your opponent, understanding them, and forcing them to make a fatal mistake. The F-35 did not just destroy a target. It won the information war. And in the skies of the 21st century, that is the only war that matters. The F-35A Lightning II. More than a fighter jet, it is a flying sensor node, a ghost in the machine. Its lethality comes not just from its weapons, but from its ability to see everything while being seen by almost nothing, making it the ultimate hunter in modern skies. The AN/APG-81. The digital brain of the F-35. This AESA radar is a quantum leap beyond older systems, able to simultaneously jam, track, map, and communicate. It allows the F-35 to be both a lethal fighter and a powerful electronic warfare platform. The Electro-Optical Targeting System, or EOTS. This is the F-35's silent eye. It allows the pilot to find, track, and target threats on the ground or in the air without emitting a single radar wave, preserving the aircraft's stealth and turning it into a passive hunter. The AN/ASQ-239 Barracuda, the F-35's digital shield. This advanced electronic warfare suite acts as the jet's sixth sense, detecting enemy radar and missile threats from all directions, and automatically deploying a dazzling array of countermeasures to ensure the ghost remains unseen. The AARGM-ER, the radar killer. This missile is purpose-built for the deadly mission of destroying enemy air defenses. It listens for the electronic voice of an enemy radar and follows that signal directly back to its source, delivering a lethal blow to the heart of the network. The GBU-53/B Stormbreaker, a weapon of pinpoint precision. This small-diameter bomb can glide for over 40 miles, hitting moving targets in any weather, day or night. It is the scalpel that allows the F-35 to surgically remove high-value targets from the battlefield. The ADM-160MALD, the Master of Deception. This miniature air-launched decoy is a wolf in sheep's clothing, a tiny drone that can broadcast the radar signature of a massive bomber. It is the perfect bait, designed to make an enemy reveal themselves and fall into a trap. The S-500 Prometheus, Russia's answer to stealth and hypersonic weapons. This is not just an air defense system. It is a fortress, a multi-layered kill web designed to create an impenetrable bubble of airspace and challenge even the most advanced aircraft ever built. The 91N6A Big Bird, the long-range eyes of the S-500. This massive radar scans vast volumes of airspace, capable of detecting ballistic missiles at the edge of space. It is the first layer of the Prometheus's defense, the sentinel that watches for distant threats. The 96L6 Cheeseboard, the S-500's anti-stealth specialist. By operating on longer, lower-frequency wavelengths, this radar has a theoretical advantage in detecting the presence of stealth aircraft, providing a critical early warning cue that a ghost has entered the house. The 77T6, the S-500's trigger finger. Once a target is detected, this high-frequency engagement radar provides the pinpoint, continuous track needed to guide a missile to intercept. But activating it also means revealing its position, a fatal mistake in a duel with a radar killer. The 40N6M, the long arm of the Prometheus. This interceptor has a staggering range, capable of reaching out hundreds of kilometers to destroy high-value targets like command aircraft or satellites. It is the weapon that enforces the S-500's massive no-fly zone.